Thoughts can change your life with me, Reverend Lee. I thought I'd ask the question today, what does it mean to authentically listen? Or empathically listen? What does it mean? Because so many people have ideas to say, I'm an empath, I'm an empath, I'm an empath. I really am sensitive to other people's opinions, but then I listen to how they're interacting with people, and I go, I'm not sure you're handling this in the way that's right. I'm not saying right, I'm just saying in a way that's appropriate based on my definition. So here's what I've come to understand. A listener does not offer opinions. A listener does not give advice. A listener does not tell someone else what to do. They just listen. Isn't that what empathic would be? Someone who just listens to understand where you're coming. An empath might be someone who asks questions to get a further, deeper understanding. An empath might be someone who asks questions to take people out of their dark side into their light. Because why would you want to keep digging up negative stuff, go deeper and deeper into the negative, when you could be asking questions to, so what is the you want to step into? What is the person that you want to become? Who do you want to be today? How do you want to be that today? How are you going to do that today? To me, that's what empathic means. And empathic means you don't offer opinions unless you're asked. Let me just say good morning to Kimberly, to Deborah, to Maggie, Johanna, to Jean, and to McBride. I've really had to do some shifting and reshaping in my own life. And I'm still working on it, about not offering my opinion when not asked. And in particular, in one-on-one conversations. Because to me, one-on-one conversations are the only intimate conversations that we truly have. If there's more than one person, it's not going to be as intimate because there's two different energies popping into the conversation. And so your attention is divided. When your attention is divided, it's very difficult to have an intimate discussion with the person, because intimacy to me means into me I see, into you I see. It's between two people. Let me ask you this question. What does it feel like to you when you're in a discussion with someone and all they're doing is listening? They're looking into your eyes and listening. You don't see them holding back what they're about to say. You don't see them processing, how can I fix this? But rather they're just there and they're just listening. What's that feel like to you? I am Corey, I am touching on that right now. A spiritual empath is one who understands and listens. A spiritual empath is one who asks questions that raise the vibration of the person they're talking to. A spiritual empath is one who, while interested and supportive of others, does not take on their burden personally and weigh their energy down. A spiritual empath does not lower their energy to match the person they're talking with. A spiritual empath is fully present with whomever they're with. That's what I would say a spiritual empath is, because a spiritual empath is recognizing that the person they're with is an individualized, whole, and perfect expression of the infinite. And as such, they realize that everything they need is already within them. And by asking questions and listening to them, they're giving them the ability to go within themselves to come up with their own answers, where the only answers can come from. We've got this idea that we can fix everyone. I know I do. I think I can fix anything. And the truth of the matter is I can fix myself, And that's it. And when I could admit that, I'm in my spiritual empathic path. That's what comes to me. Because I see so many spiritual empaths, or what they call spiritual, or people who call themselves empaths, are suffering. They're absolutely suffering. Their lives are in complete disarray. That's because they're taking on the energy of the other person, and or they have not done enough work to empathically listen to their own heart about who they want to be, who they desire to be, who is the true nature of their belief. Because you only get a down in energy when you don't know who you are and what your energy is. You are part of infinite energy. Your energy can't go down unless you believe it can. Infinite energy is what created you out of itself, and you're always going to be a part of infinite energy. Therefore, when you're aware of that and you breathe that in, infinite energy is available to you. Now, keep in mind, we are human. We have bodies and we have minds. And the way our bodies and minds work is that there is a time for rest. Rest is one of the greatest things we can give our bodies and our minds, the ability to return to homeostasis, the ability to stop the rational mind from thinking, the ability to allow the body to do what it knows how to do when given the right resources, i.e., good water, i.e., good foods, i.e., meditation, i.e., a positive mental image based on what you desire. You see, when I say positive mental image, it's a directed image that you're creating for yourself. It's not someone else's image for you. So I've gone a bit further than what Corey asked, and that's okay. It felt right to do so because everything begins first off with you. And everything begins with self-love. Yeah, Deborah, your body, your mind knows when you need to rest. You knew it. That's why you got to rest. When I come home from doing a Sunday service, I eat. Do you know what the next thing I do is? I come downstairs and I meditate. I need to recenter. I need to rejuvenate myself. And for me, because I got my 7 hours, that's what I require. I require 7 hours of sleep pretty much a night. When I get my 7 hours, then I know that meditation's all I need because I'm taking control of my life, my body, my mind. I'm going within and tapping into that infinite power, that infinite wisdom. And when you're coming from that source, things flow. Things are so much easier. But if you're really tired, are you going to be an effective listener? Think about if you're in a relationship and you're having a conversation with the person you're with, and you're tired, is that conversation going to go well? No, not. Right on, McBride. McBride says, accepting the fact that we can support but not fix each other has been and still a challenge for me. Of course it is, because we're taught we can fix everyone. Can't do that. Look at Amy popping in saying, good morning, everyone. Looks like she's a ball of sunshine today. Love it. Here it's raining, and I'm grateful we need the rain. It's also cooling it down from the high 80s. I mean, it's end of October. Here we are in Dallas, Texas, and it's in the high 80s. Well, today it's only going to be in the low 70s. My body loves it. Absolutely loves it. And remember, when I talk about being an empathic listener, I want to come back to this point again. It's also about being an empathic listener with yourself. Do you take the time to listen to you? Do you ask yourself meaningful and deep questions? What was the most meaningful question you asked yourself yesterday or this morning? Maybe that question could be, how can I accept myself more today? Or how do I want to show up in the world today? Who do I desire to become? What could I do that would open my heart? What do I really need to take care of so that I know that I love myself? Those are great questions. Kimberly says, I have a tough time listening to myself, intuition. Where does it start, Kim? In self-worth. Where does self-worth come from? Self-love. Where does self-love come from? Knowing who you are. And when you know who you are worthy. Look at Deborah. She found an empathic listener yesterday. I love it. My goal is that whoever I'm having a one-on-one discussion with, I'll truly listen. I'll be fully present. Because you know what? Anything else means nothing. It's meaningless. So with that, thank you for sharing with me. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for me bringing up your questions and your comments. You make this so much easier for me. So I know I love you because I see who you are. You're perfect. You were created unique. And in that uniqueness, you're perfect. So make it a great day. And most importantly, be you.